everyone, this is Divya Pandit here. So how are you all today? I've been making a lot of slow progress in my videos, I know, and basically not been getting much time from my appointments. And the content I had already recorded got to waste, so I'm remaking all my videos. And see, my phone is ringing, my white light keeps ringing. Let me just put it on silent. The thing is that today I am going to share something about kesar, that is saffron. Okay, saffron is something that I always wanted to make, but I wasn't sure how to make it. So now I have chucked down my 7 points and I'm going to share this with you. Saffron, basically, the planets that rule saffron is Sun, Moon, and Ketu. Okay, Ketu is the lower body, Sun is your crown chakra, and Moon is your heart, your emotions, right? Sun basically is ruling. What does Sun rule? Sun rules authority, Sun rules your mind, Sun is basically a provider, Sun is the authority, Sun is father. Anybody who wants to create their own business, Sun is very important. Sun is very important to connect to the divine also. Ketu is your lower body. It creates a lot of trust issues. It creates a lot of abuse, a lot of mistrust energy, a lot of, fat on the lower body, right? And Moon is responsible for your mind, for your heart, for your basically marriage, for your, a lot of things. Moon is connected to your mother. So all these energies, all these planets have to be balanced. And there's just one ingredient that can balance everything. Saffron can also balance out your manglik dosh. There are a lot of benefits of saffron, and it's one of the most simplest thing that you can do. I know saffron is a little expensive spice, but it creates a lot of beautiful energies. It creates a lot of good energies around you. When you have to spend a little to actually solve a lot of things in your life, it's worth it, isn't it? So what you're going to do is, you're going to first make kheer. Kheer, everybody knows kheer, which is made out of rice and milk and sugar. You make kheer every Friday. Okay, you add kesar in it, saffron in it, that we all do. What you're going to do when you're making kheer every Friday, before we all eat at home, you remove one portion that you're going to give it to the little young girls, poor girls on the road, in the slums, where you need to feed them. Okay, anyways, it is a good deed to feed small children. The more you feed them, the better it is going to be for your money blocks. Every Friday, if you want abundance, you want a lot of money, happy energies at home, every Friday make some kheer according to your pocket and feed the young girls, on the poor little young girls. Okay, and that will bring a lot of abundance in your house. The second point I'm going to add is, you can use saffron to remove any kind of marriage blocks where you don't get married, you can't find a life partner, you can't find a new job, anything new that you want to start, good that you want to start. You can use saffron as a tika and on your navel. Anywhere you're going for an important interview, a meeting, or any kind of new proposal, be it marriage proposal, be it any kind of proposal, okay, you need to put a tika of saffron here and your navel. Okay, that is my second point. Now, my third point is, people who basically, if the sun is weak, so what happens when the sun is weak? When the sun is weak, you don't have confidence, you don't speak your heart out, you overthink. There are a lot of things that, do not connect you with the divine energy. To be a little charismatic. When you have sun in the right place, you will be very good looking, you will be very confident. Even if you're not good looking, you'll be very confident. When you walk into the room, everybody looks at you. Right? So people who are in the profession of media, public speaking, maybe even people who take conferences or who work in groups, right? People who want attention, people who feel, I go to a party, nobody looks at me, nobody talks to me. To create that charismatic confidence within you, that charismatic aura, you should be using saffron oil. You get it on Amazon, do not worry. Everything is available online. You take saffron oil, you rub it little bit behind your ears, on your throat chakra, because throat chakra is confidence and the hope for future. Then you will put it behind your palm, and then you will go to a party. You will see the difference, that how people give you attention and the way your personality stands out. It also gives you a lot of confidence. Whatever you put that saffron oil whenever you want, or you put it in a diffuser in your home every day to increase your confidence level. It will actually have a very beautiful effect. But do not forget to use your strong intentions, because your strong intentions are only thing that works the most, right? Another thing that I want to share is about saffron. Saffron, if boiled in a water and that water is added to the bath, first, it cleanses your aura. Second, what that water will do will also remove your relationship blocks. What you do is, if you're a husband wife, you both have to take a bath with the saffron water to remove all the relationship problem between them. If you have a life partner who stays with you, use this. Or if you have a boyfriend, you can advise them also to take a bath. If that person is not doing so, you do it from your side. It does remove a lot of relationship blocks. Okay. Now the fifth point. Okay. You can add sandalwood powder, sandalwood paste, okay, with a few strands of saffron. This will actually remove your Manglik dosh. I was talking about Manglik dosh. People who have Manglik dosh, who are not getting married, who relationships don't stay. Manglik dosh also attracts a lot of fighting energy in the house. Taking one small tika every day, putting it on your forehead with few strands, like 1 or 2 strands of kesar and sandalwood paste every day, will solve your Manglik dosh. That is very, very important. Okay. The sixth point is taking little bunch of saffron, making it in a small potli with a red cloth, keeping it in your locker, will not only remove money blocks, but will also stop all the unnecessary expenditure. It's a very good idea. It's a very simple idea. Keeping saffron into your locker. Okay. And the last point I want to share. Every Amavasya. Remember, every Amavasya. People who are suffering from any kind of Pitta dosh, Kalsarp dosh, any kind of karmic ancestral problems. Ancestral problems invite entities, black magic, money blocks, relationship blocks. If you know you have those things in your chart, you will keep saffron in the southwest of your house. So just go and see which is the southwest of your house. Okay, you will keep it in the southwest of your house in a bowl, or you can make a pouch out of it and keep it that side on Amavasya day. Okay, every Amavasya, pray upon it. Ask for forgiveness. You can even do Ho'oponopono, or you can do any kind of mantra that you know over there, and pray upon for the ancestors to forgive you. Okay, for the ancestors to forgive you. It is a very effective way to use saffron for removal of any kind of karmic or ancestral problem from your house. If you know it is in your chart, even if you don't know it's in your chart, it is no harm in keeping saffron for your ancestors, for your Pitra, because they are responsible for who we are today. Thanking them and saying sorry for all that karmically that you have been connected in a negative way, cutting off all the negative cords from the ancestors. That's one of the beautiful ways to use saffron. So these were my 7 points of using saffron in your daily life. One of the most simple remedies that I've come up with. And of course, I've also read astrology a little bit, and I research and I see what all can be done. And this is what I got for you. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share it with your family and friends, and go to my TikTok, like it, my Facebook, my Instagram, where I'll be doing a lot of free reading. I've been choosing 10 people every 10-15 days. Go and like my Instagram also, my Twitter, Facebook also. I share a lot. I do a lot of free workshops, and I will be coming up with something on YouTube also. Don't worry, I'm never going to ignore y'all. Y'all are my most favorite and best YouTuber. Thank you. And that's all for today. Call me for personal paid appointments only. Okay, my YouTube followers, I call you all my YouTubers. Okay, you all are my YouTubers, all of you. And I love you so much. And thank you. Goodbye. God bless. Bye-bye.